Hunt away very quickly, so to Asher Smith. It's the two Britons flying around the bend. Hunt now starting to claw back the deficit on Asher Smith. Hunt really motoring. Asher Smith battling back though. It's the two Britons down the home straight. The rest a long way back. It's Hunt versus Asher Smith, and now Asher Smith starting to tie. Hunt takes it. The fast finishing Adeleke gets silver, just pipping Asher Smith. But Amy Hunt is the double European champion. 100 metres on Monday night. It's Thursday night, and she takes the 200 metres title with a European lead of 22.19. Amy Hunt, the winner, 22.19, a European lead. Rashida Adeleke, an Irish record, 22.28. Dina Asher-Smith, 22.29. It's now 26 medals for Asher Smith at major championships.
Here we go. The reigning champion Gabrielle Toual of France went down the semi-finals. We are guaranteed a new champion. In fact, only Atawi on the inside there in the orange of Spain is here from the Rome final 2 years ago. But they've set off at a nice steady pace here. Nobody has gone off lightning quick. Mark English is a big, powerful fella, about 6'2". He's capable of handling himself if it's slow, and there's a bit of contact on this opening lap. But Atawi on the inside. Blaudek in second place for Croatia. On the inside is Barroso in third place. English in fourth, nicely positioned there, because this isn't particularly quick as they come through 300 metres. But Atawi, the smallest in the field, holding that inside line.
Well, you just wonder with Mark English. Fantastic finishing speed for that championship record in the semi-final. Stunned everyone, really. Ben Patterson, he's got to improve his tactics from the Commonwealth Games, and he's got to be in position to strike and not too far back. But perhaps a bit of a surprise leader then. Blaudek confident in leading them out, and watch out for Atawi, who's found himself some space there.
53.3 at 400 metres. It was slow. Blaudek leads from Ireland for Croatia. The Irishman, English in second place. The Spanish in third and fourth. Ben Patterson trusting his speed there in the closing stages. He's back in fifth at the moment. He'll need that speed because there's some quick men in front of him. Into the final 200 metres, and Blaudek running the race of his life. This is incredible from the Croatian 27-year-old. A recent national record. Can he surprise them all here? English in second. Here comes Patterson now. But Atawi is mighty fast. And you've got to be quick because this has been a one-lap race in effect. And Mark English has the strength. He does it yet again. He wins by 2 metres. It's gold for Ireland. Oh, wonderful stuff. It was on the cards. He's run 1:42 this year. A couple of national records in this calendar year from Mark English. The Doctor is now a champion. And he can almost not hold back the tears. 2 national records this year, both indoors. In Luxembourg back in January, in Strava back in February, and then outdoors. 1:42.97. There it is, Mark English, the champion for Ireland in a slow, tactical men's 800. Marino Blaudek, a silver for Croatia, and Atawi, yet another medal for Spain.
It feels amazing. I feel like I'm repeating myself because I've done about 20 other interviews before getting here, but it's an amazing feeling. Ecstasy combined with shock and relief, and I haven't processed all of the emotions yet, but it's I know it feels great.
I doubt that we'll see any team performances here, team running, team tactics, as they get underway. Just over 8.5 laps of the track. Well, of course, it's an internal water jump here. Some tracks, not many these days, have a water jump on the outside. But that's a big field, 16 athletes, and they haven't gone off particularly quickly. Nobody clean to lead. There's Entresongler on the inside, second in the French Championship. She was fifth in her heats in 9:32. The heats were nothing too special. And the German trio very much to the fore there. That almost does look as though they're running as a trio. The three of them locked together. Dorna on the inside there. Fino on the outside in the red shorts. They go through 2K with a 3:09 second kilometre, so 6:13 there. It slowed quite markedly, that second kilometre.
Coming through the water jump cleanly on the inside there. Maya, just wonder whether she's content to continue to do the hard work out front, and whether Krauser is going to choose her moment to come past. When it comes through here with 2 laps to go now, Thorner just tucked in behind, and Fino just starting to make a move on the outside.
Well, it's a tightly bunched group, it really is here, as they come through with 2 laps to run. Maya has led every single step of the way. It's been a brave run from Maya. Coach Mark Coogan, I was talking to him earlier, he said he was worried about the heat here, but it's not that warm this evening, not nearly as warm as it was several hours ago. As Maya leads now into the back straight from Krause, from Fino, the defending champion, the European record holder, by far the fastest of this field. On paper, the French on the outside there in the red shorts. She's running a smart race here, is Thorner. She needs to stay in contact with these athletes because somebody's got to make a move soon. I don't think Cord Thorner has a particularly quick finish. And Krause there in the middle in the yellow vest of Germany has set personal best this year at 1,500, 3,000, 5,000 or 5K on the roads and half marathon. She's very strong and they're slowing now and it's bunching. And Thorner really badly boxed in there on the curb as they come to the water jump for their penultimate time. So, Leah Meyer glancing around, the arms flaying across her chest there with Thorner on the inside. 1 or 2 of the others behind, beginning to struggle a little bit now. Gertz, the third German, is there. They could they? The Germans get 1, 2, 3. I think Fino might be involved in that conversation. Mononen of Finland is struggling in that second group now. The bell this time then for this leading 5. They've just got away, about 8:06 at the bell. Meyer has led every single step of the way. It's been a very brave run. But Krause has a very quick finish. So has Fino, of course, the 4th placer in the Olympic Games, the best of the Europeans in Paris 2 years ago, in that spectacular European record of 8:58. And she looks strong, the French there, doesn't she, in the red shorts. Meyer still leading. They're beginning to stretch away. Gertz there, with just over half lap to run, struggling back in 5th place, grimacing, the 3rd place German. And Krause now hits the accelerator. And Thorner, who's got to try and go with these 3, or it's going to be 4th for her. Fino biding her time nicely there on the shoulder of Krause. You've got the defending champion in 2nd, a 2-time champion in the lead. Oh my word! And she's gone down, Meyer. Disaster there for the race-long leader as Krause kicks away. Fino is struggling, and I don't think she's going to catch Krause now. Can it be 3 titles for Krause? Albeit the other 2 were in 2016 and 2018. It can indeed. Thorner is fading as the 3rd German comes through. The 2nd German now comes through for the bronze behind Krause and Fino. Meyer falling at that final water jump, finishes 4th, and Elise Thorner just didn't have the legs there over the final 200. I thought she'd been gifted a bronze medal, but she couldn't keep it together through the last 200. There it is. Krause takes gold for Germany, her 3rd gold at the European Championships. Fino, the European record holder, in 2nd place for France there with the season's best. And Olivia Gertz there taking a bronze for Germany. And just for good measure, their teammate Leah Meyer finishing in 4th with Elise Thorner of Great Britain.
Oh, I'm so delighted. It's been an amazing night. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for everyone in my corner who made this happen tonight. It's hard for me. It's hard for all in the family. And I think I didn't won this goal just for myself, so it's for everyone in my corner.
A lot of these men can throw over 70 meters, even outside of that famous wind tunnel in Oklahoma in Ramona. And that is a wonderful way to start. That looks as though he's opened with a championship record. That's bang on the 70-meter line. And he looks happy with it. It drops down right on the 70-meter line, just shy, 69.89. Christian Che goes into the circle. 2 meters and 6 centimeters, 130 kilograms, and a regular 70-meter plus thrower. Oh, once again, that might have even gone over 70 meters. Inspired by what he'd seen with Alekna going into the circle. 69.89 to beat. He's done it with 70.83. 2 championship records in 3 throws.
So here is Janssen in this discus competition. Now, lying in 3rd place at the moment, Janssen. He opened with 69.08. Needs another 80 centimeters to catch a... That's pretty useful and that's big, and that might be enough. 10th in the throwing order. Going so well, 69.53, a season's best from him. Talk about peaking to perfection.
Well, the first man in European Championships history when he got that championship record of 70.83. Went over 70 meters in the last round with 70.13. Oh, that's how huge! That's around 72 meters, maybe even further. 72.51. What a phenomenal series from Christian Che. There's the results. Christian Che, championship record, 72.51. Just relish those numbers. Elekner second, 69.89. Janssen third, 69.53. Fabulous competition with 3 men over 69 meters.
I would say it was crazy. I would say the craziest competition ever in a major championships, because not only me, like all throwers were throwing very, very far. And I would say we came prepared, maximum of this season, and I showed I was capable of winning 4 times, so I can't complain.
Nacheva now, the Bulgarian. Oh yeah, she's very pleased with that. That's well in excess of 14 meters. All the hard work was done during the first 2 phases. She struggled to come out of the jump, but 14.40.
You can see that 9 athletes are over 14 meters into this 4th round, and Geese once again having a strong competition. Perhaps one of the lesser known names, but putting together a great competition and a good series, improving across the last couple, and this may well be even further. So all windy jumps to this point pretty much. Best efforts of everyone. Teammate 14.46, so she's up into 2nd place, 13 centimeters shy of the lead. Decathlon still leading this triple jump final. Had her gap cut by Geese of Belgium, 14.46 versus 14.53 from the opening round. Could be a slight improvement. Well, this experienced Italian athlete establishing some distance early on. We saw Leo Fabri do on his way to men's shot put gold. And we know how important that could be. 14.60, a European leading mark. And just extending that now to 14 centimeters out front.
So there's the triple jump result. Derkash, European lead with 14.60. Geese and Nachova taking silver and bronze.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I don't know. I have no words now because I was waiting so long for this moment. So I'm happy.
This is the 2nd time for the French athlete at 4.70. She's been there before. Oh, that's beautiful! Wow! Doesn't she let everybody know, just in case they didn't see?
Wilma Heltela, 4.75 in this pole vault. Climbs up high, up to 12 o'clock and over cleanly.
We know what Moser is thinking. In the verticals, you have to think positively. She's got to believe she can do this, Moser. Well, she did, and she does! Oh! Now there is separation. And furthermore, it's a first-time clearance. Talk about it being worth a great deal. Almost literally its weight in gold, and it might be a gold medal that's heading her way with that vault, because now Heltela has got to go for 4.85, and that is her lifetime best from 4 years ago. Angelica Moser, the winner in the pole vault here, 4 meters 8, equals her season's best. Wins by a clear height from Wilma Heltela of Finland. And, well, the French Bonin taking a beautiful bronze.
Set.
Good start from Schottheim, left to picture. He possibly leads at the moment. All they're going really well at the moment is Keita of Belgium. Keita of Belgium and Schottheim on the near side, being challenged by Rosent, who's having a good run, the Estonian. But it's going to be Schottheim here, and he drives for the line, wins by 2 meters. 14.50. Well, that's a shame, into a win.
Set.
Well, all eyes are on Neugebauer, and he got a good start. Krummenacher alongside him doing well at the moment, and also Lillemetz. Lillemetz now starting to put a little bit of distance between himself and the rest. Tesselar coming through strongly as well. He's had a good run over the 2nd half of the race.
Not a great start from Gletti, much better for the Swiss Portman in the centre there in the red, and also going well in lane 4 is the other Swiss, Huber. Andrin Huber leading the moment. Here comes Gletti though now, good middle race section and a really nice run in, takes another half metre out of them on the run in from the final barrier.
And There's the overall standings after 6 events with 4 to go. Leo Neugebauer leading the way, continuing to lead the way with 5,340 points.
Tilga then in this decathlon discus throw group A, 48.27, and then that marginal improvement to 48.45, 838 points for that 48.45. Can he find more? Oh, he can. That's about 49 meters. So 49.14 is only 3 meters down on his lifetime best, 852 points.
And that's a really good effort once again. Oh, I think that's a few centimeters improvement. That's over 49 meters. Cal's got a best of 49.89. Oh, well, it did look deceptively as though it might have just improved on his first round best by a few centimeters. And it has. Well, that's the camera angle. 10 centimeter improvement.
58.70 set in California 2 years ago, worth over 1,000 points. You get over 900, that would still be very healthy. And that is around the 55 mark. So similar to what we saw, of course, in the shot put, where he was over 17 meters. In that case, he was the first person ever at the European Championships to be over 17 meters in a decathlon shot put. And 54.31, it's his second decathlon championship best here. Crucially, you can see the extension of the lead. Sander Schottheim 2.78 behind, Nicholas Cowell 3.58 behind. So the javelin is going to be so important, because Cowell capable of 15 meters more, worth more than 200 points more. But, you know, there has to be more than a chase than that.
A smile here for Cowell, enjoying himself, enjoying the major championship stage. Ooh, that's nice. Leo Neugebauer survived a scare at 480, and he's carried that momentum through to 490 wonderfully. That was almost an identical clearance.
So here he goes after that long wait to then attempt 490. Now at 5 meters here, which of course Carl was unable to clear, but he does so. Grauer at 5.10, you can see 8th overall, so he's fighting in that mix with the Estonians, and he is over at 5.10. So really strong result. That's 941 points. 31 added to his score, up into 7th place after 8 out of 10 events. More recognizable picture, but still plenty to be decided.
64.34 to be precise, his personal best. Yeah, he likes it. Bang on 60 meters. That's a really good opener from Neugebauer. The wind conditions are keeping the distances down a little bit. So that's an excellent effort from Neugebauer. We're not going to see any championship records broken. That's going to stay in the hands of Daley Thompson. It's been there since 1984. 358 points between himself and Leo Neugebauer. Can he close the gap with this throw? Oh, it's a huge effort. It's been roared well over the 70-meter line. The Germans love it. He's not so sure, but it is about 73 meters. 73.54. 2 more throws to go. That's a good opener from Nicholas Cowell.
Talking of points, so Neugebauer leads by 154, crucially giving a great opportunity for Nicholas Cowell. And yeah, on personal best, it's around 150. Here, look at Taysalar. Not the biggest gap between him and Schottheim. And the Norwegian actually pushing quite nicely along here. Neugebauer trudging his way along towards the back of this pack. And suddenly, there's a big move in those dynamic points, because around 200 meters ago, it was closer to 100, but you just have to keep an eye on Cowell and he's managing that gap to Tesla in front. You can just use him as a measure. Bit of a pacemaker, but in the distance. Tesla, eyes up at the big screen. He knows that the possibility of bronze perhaps fading away a little bit, because it needed to be, around 14 seconds. Kaul will be glad to have some company with him. But Neugebauer fighting hard in the middle of that group. And of course, Neugebauer, you'd expect him, when a gold medal is on the line, to try and find something extra. A world champion competing in his first European Senior Championships. But watch for Nikki Kaul here, overtaking Andrin Huber. Ferranti Tesla across the line. And Kaul, they're just behind. So Neugebauer coming down the home straight now. Needed 22 seconds. Kaul crossed the line in around 4:24. He's really struggling here. Neugebauer needs to be faster than around 4:44. He's done it though. It was around 14 seconds between them. He had an extra 8, but my goodness me. 8:6.11 for Neugebauer. So just over 100 off what he did in Götzis, but still a very credible score. German 1-2, Kaul following his, of course, gold medal in Munich 4 years ago on home soil.
All eyes on LA, baby. This was a big milestone just because I haven't been at Europeans yet, and on the first one I won, so I couldn't be happier.
So it's 2 French women in the first 4 at the moment.
I'm not sure Audrey Werro knows how to run slowly. She slowed a fair old bit the second half of that first lap. 58.77 at 400 isn't quick, but it's not super slow either. She's judged that well, I think. And now that's Bourgoin of France who feels she's had enough there. Werro just lengthens her stride a little bit, feels she's running a very smart race here. Remember, it's 3 to go through with 2 non-automatic qualifiers. First 3 is essential because this isn't super fast.
Well, Vancado still tucked in there, and just remember, she's got a lightning quick finish. Gemma Ricci, she's having to work really hard to get up there with the leading pair of Werro and Bourgoin. Bourgoin running a much, much better race than she did in the heats. Werro ahead of us. Oh, look at that. Werro, oh, this carnage there. Werro's gone down. Bourgoin's in front now. Werro tripped up. I'm sure there's going to be protest. Gemma Ricci, though, stayed clear of what was going on in front of her and has come round sprinting home. Tragedy for Werro, delight for Gemma Ricci. Bourgoin comes home in second place. That is going to be looked at very closely. Vancado stayed out of it. Tragedy for Audrey Werro. Need to have a look at that again. It looked as though she got tangled up with Bourgoin. As it stands at the moment, the first 3 home, Ricci, Bourgoin and Vancado go through. But I think there's going to be some discussions and some protests.
She's a majestic looking runner, quite bouncy, quite an extravagant stride in a way. I don't think she's learned that smoothness of a middle distance runner just yet.
Well, it's 57.71 through the bell, and that's a good second quicker than the first race. Well, Roda's bell just right up there on the shoulder of Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson almost acting as pacemaker for the women behind her. It's a good chance for these women, if they don't get into the top 3, to get through as fastest non-automatic qualifiers. Roda's bell just looking magnificent, but it's Hodgkinson at the front, the home crowd favourite, who's getting the roars, and she's still continuing to push the pace.
200 metres to run. Kolber of Germany back in third. Remember, the first 3 go through by right. There's still a pack behind this leading pair, but Otis Ball is quite some barrier for the rest of them. Pushing hard to come through is Vukovic of Croatia. And Quado having a great run, the Italian, as Keely Hodgkinson continues to stride on from the front. Look at Brodus Bolgo, hardly uses her arms, does she? It's so relaxed. Looks like she's sitting in an armchair almost, as Keely Hodgkinson strides home here to win. 1:57.38, very comfortable indeed for Hodgkinson. It's 1/10 of a second than her winning time in the heat 2 days ago.
Gabia Galvadaiti and Audrey Werro have been reinstated. They will go forward to the final, a 10-woman final, and that is the right thing by my money. I think the athletes that stayed on their feet ran fantastically. All 8 of those deserved to go in. I didn't see any contact there that would merit a disqualification from any of the other women, but Werro I think she must have been impeded to fall like that, and Galvadaiti was then caught up in the aftermath of Vero's fall, so the Lithuanian certainly deserves to go through. And I don't think any of the women would argue with that, the other 8. I think they'd be happy to see those 2 advanced. And it will only become more obvious as she's got the shorter lane for the likes of Black and John and Axe outside of her. Lika Carver swings into the home straight with a clear lead. And the charge is on. Isabella Black and Yemi Mary John fighting it out for the final 2 spots, but Lika Carver keeping the stride nice and short, nice and tiny. Wow, underneath 50 seconds for Lika Carver. And a great second for Yemi Mary John. And Roger Black is here, the British great athlete. He presented a medal to Matt Hudson-Smith last night. And that had been divided loyalties for him, watching his daughter and a British athlete battle it out for the final qualification spot.
Whereas Gloria Manuel is one of those who's learnt how to run the 400 metres. And you still feel she has more potential. But what about the finishing speed, though, of Natalia Bukowiecka wearing the gold bib to signify that she won the title 2 years ago? And these 2 nice and close down the home straight. I wonder if that'll be the case in the final. Manuel pushing to the line behind Bukowiecka, who takes the second semi-final. 49.57.
Tearing through the first 200 metres. There's been a response from Helena Panette of Belgium as she sensed the Brit. But Anning goes again, tries to push harder. Jager is going fantastically well in lane 5. And a canter here, the Norwegian. She's looking round like it's an 800-metre race, saying, where is everybody? As she swings into the home straight. And what a charge here from Polinari of Italy. And Surveyor of Spain is coming back as well, but Amber Anning has saved something for the last 40 metres here. It's going to be Jager from Anning. Another clocking underneath 50 seconds. And look at that, top 5 underneath 50 seconds. All the favourites running well. Lifetime best for Surveyor and Ponette as well. And Yemi Mary John could have gone faster if she'd needed to, but she was in an automatic spot.